Good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining us for entertaining with food and spirits. And we have a lot of both today. And we have a very special guest because it's March. It's my favorite month, pretty much. I do love Christmas and December and Thanksgiving, but I'm all about the green. And so we are really having our 1-year anniversary of this show today. It's super exciting. We were here a year ago with Irish coffee, and we will be having some Irish coffee again today to celebrate. We know it's not St. Patrick's Day yet, but we brought to you from Ireland, Conor.
Hi.
Conor, like, how exciting for you to be here today. And I'm Stephanie, and this is Jenny, and we host this show.
Very nice to meet you.
And we also have JD here with us today.
JD.
But we are all pretty excited that you're here all the way. You flew in just for the show.
Yep.
So exciting. I mean, like, to Bella Vista, just to be with us today. Not everybody gets that.
No.
So, Conor, tell us a little bit about you, but then we also, since you were from Ireland, want to know a little bit about St. Patrick.
Okay. Well, I'm Conor from Ireland, 18. Lived in Ireland my whole life. I'm up north though.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not actually down south, but yeah, I'm here for the show.
Here for the show, and great. I mean, we're glad you could fly in today. We really appreciate that. So, what's the name of the town that you're from?
From County Down. It's beside Belfast. So
Okay, so close to Belfast.
Close to Belfast, about half an hour drive.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So, do you know the story and the history behind St. Patrick?
Yeah.
Can you give us a little
So, St.
local?
Patrick came over from Great Britain, and I don't know when, but he came over and he apparently drove all the snakes out of Ireland, and that's what we celebrate.
Okay, so we're celebrating no snakes.
No snakes in Ireland.
I think it was around the 5th century.
Yes, I think you're right.
And he was like on a mission trip.
Yeah.
Okay, as the story goes, and maybe he was attacked by snakes, and he was like, "Oh no, we're not having any of this.
Them anymore.
Not having that." So now we drink to celebrate the Emerald Isle of No Snakes.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what we're celebrating.
love
That's
it.
exactly what we're celebrating. I love it. Well, our friend JD, who's with Guinness and Glazier's Beer and Beverage, and he's one of our representatives, distributor at Bella Vista Wine and Spirits, knew, it's like, hey, Conor's coming in from Ireland, so let's celebrate. Now, Conor,
Let's drink some Guinness.
I'm pretty sure in Ireland you can drink at 18.
Yes.
In the United States of America and in Bella Vista, Arkansas, it's 21.
Unfortunately.
So we will talk about it with you,
Yes,
but unfortunately you may not be able to partake with us today. But okay, so JD, tell us a little bit about you and your awesome things that we get to, I think, try today too.
All right. Well, I distribute Guinness in Benton County, and Guinness happens to be one of my favorite beers as well. If not it's like right up there.
Yeah, thank Guinness you're here with us today.
Yeah, I am very glad.
I love it.
So, a lot of people don't know a lot about dark beer or whatever. In America, they tend to drink lighter beers and stuff. And so we're going to talk about just a few good things about Guinness. It actually used to be considered a health I don't know if it was
it's healthy.
a marketing thing, but it actually is one of the lowest calorie full flavor beers that you can get.
Okay. Now my friend Jean, who also is here at the studio, Jean loves a good beer as well. Now she kind of likes a chelada, but she's a beer drinker and low calorie. Jean, that would be good for us as well.
Yeah.
Now, Conor, real quick, I know you don't drink in Ireland, although you can.
Yes.
But is dark beer what everybody drinks there?
Yeah, so if you're going out for a few, Guinness is mainly the drink people go for.
All right. And so we're going to be going, hopefully I get to go in May. Super excited.
Yes.
So I'm sure we'll meet there.
Definitely.
And have a drink at Guinness. So, okay, JD.
Okay.
Here we go.
So what we're going to do, Steph, me and you will drink.
Okay.
Jenny, you're going to wait for coffee?
I'm waiting for coffee. I want the Irish coffee.
Okay.
Well, we're going to start with Guinness Extra Stout, which is, it's a little deceiving. It's not like it's
Not too extra?
not too bad.
Okay.
That's just what they call it. This one's cool. You don't have to pour it a certain way. It's just kind of like a normal beer. It's a little higher alcohol content than the draft.
Okay.
So this one's about 5.6.
So maybe that's why it's extra.
Yeah. They also have a foreign extra.
Now, do I have to drink this entire glass?
No.
Okay.
I'll let it rest first. So they have a foreign extra also. Guinness is extremely popular in Africa.
Really?
Yeah, it's really popular in Africa.
Okay.
I think because they don't have refrigeration in a lot of areas, and you can drink Guinness warm. Mm-hmm. So I think that's one of the things. But they actually have breweries in Africa. They have special exports to Africa that are higher ABVs.
Guinness is
and stuff.
worldwide. I mean, really, wherever you
Guinness
go, you
is
can find a Guinness.
Yes.
Thank Guinness, we can have a Guinness here.
Yes.
Okay.
So this one is just, you're going to notice that it's really toasty, coffee notes, kind of chocolatey.
I can smell it.
And so that they get the dark color, and actually, it's not black. A lot of people think Guinness is actually black, but really, if you look at it in the light,
I'd say more chocolate.
it's more like red. It's like dark red.
Yes, you're right. You can
So if you
see
look
that.
at like the bottom of the glass, you can kind of see it.
absolutely.
It's like a dark red color. So
Beautiful.
they get the color from toasting the barley, the malted barley, and they toast it. They roast it like coffee beans. So that's how you'll get some of the similar flavors. A lot of people will say Guinness has chocolate notes or coffee notes, and that's one of the reasons why. So this one's going to be just nice, straight, and smooth. Kind of bitter. This one's going to have
This is actually really
like
nice.
bittersweet chocolate.
Which I'm a huge dark chocolate
So
fan.
dark
We love
chocolate.
dark
People that
chocolate.
like dark chocolate usually like this beer. This one is, I let it get to you don't want it super cold. So we got it a little,
Right.
not room
I can
temperature,
kinda
but
see that.
about 45 degrees.
So, I've steered away from this probably because I didn't think I would prefer a dark beer and it's extra stout, and I was a little nervous about that. Gene, you're going to like this one.
So
It's really good.
yeah, this is, now, I like this one when it's colder.
Okay.
I like this one in the wintertime.
Okay. So
But-
the beer not cold, but when it is cold.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know why. And
I can see that maybe because it is the dark roast in a way. It has that dark chocolatey.
yeah, it's also
That
good
cozy
breakfast.
feeling.
It's also to me, this might sound bad. Guinness is also a good breakfast beer or early morning beer. Because it has those like coffee notes and stuff.
Okay.
So like, you know what?
So-
People like coffee for breakfast.
If you don't
some people like
need-
Guinness for breakfast.
If you're not a coffee drinker for breakfast, then go ahead and have a
Yeah,
Guinness.
have a Guinness.
Start your day
So I
right.
think I'll just have a drink.
Oh, Jean, there she is.
Here I am.
Yeah.
Cheers.
There you go. Cheers.
Tell us what you think.
She doesn't have a mic.
You like it. I thought you would.
It'll go in my pouch.
And I know she likes like a red beer, but this is red
It
when
is
you
red
look
beer.
at it.
It is, and it's kind of weird. It's got that real deep, like garnet
Right. But
type color.
I love I sniff
Yeah.
of things always before
Yeah.
I drink it, which may be kind of odd, but at the same time, it's just like you want the whole thing, and like your palate does need a little bit to get used to it, but the more you drink, even the better. But I liked the first drink, which is not always normal with beer, I would think.
Well, and to me, it kind of as you drink it, your palate kind of adapts to it, and it kind of
does.
tones down the flavors a little bit in the notes.
I think so.
But this is also the one that I would cook with. So we'll talk about that
Okay.
maybe in a little while after we drink the other one. But
Right.
talk
Now,
about
did
some
you
different
have
things.
some recipes that
Yeah,
also,
and-
is this one that the recipe would go with, or?
Yeah, this is the one I would normally cook with. So I'm going to talk after we drink the other one. I'll talk about a few different, not necessarily specific recipes, but types of food that you can cook with
Okay.
Guinness.
All right. Sounds good.
So-
Do we want to try the next one?
Yeah, so these are pretty cool. These little cans. Let's turn it so we can see. So these have inside these cans. They have it's like a little ping pong ball looking thing, and it's called a widget.
What?
You can hear it. Hear it?
You can hear
You can
it.
hear it. So
I didn't know that.
it releases when you open it. It releases nitrogen. So Guinness on draft is normally you have to power it with nitrogen or push it with nitrogen. So this
Okay.
is going to release nitrogen. So let's open it,
Let's open it. Woo!
and we're going to let it sit there for a second. Do you want me
Okay.
to open yours or do you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to let you do that. Wow! It's kind of like opening a Dr. Pepper.
No, it'll just kind of sit there for a second.
So, okay, this is good to know.
Yeah.
Because if
Let's let it sit
people were
there.
opening this for the first time, they might think, oh, did it get shaken up or something like that? So that's...
So it releases nitrogen,
Okay.
and then we're going to pour it kind of slowly. I'll do yours first.
Okay.
We're going to kind of tilt the glass, and we're going to just pour it.
It doesn't have the foam.
It will.
Oh,
And then we'll continue.
Also
pouring.
dark.
And what it'll do, I don't know if the camera can get it, it'll start to settle. Mm-hmm. You can see it starting to settle a little bit. And it'll get that head on there.
Wow. You can kind of see it bubbling up.
Yeah, this one's doing a little better.
That also has a good smell.
Yeah,
good
so this
flavor.
one's settling a little better.
Okay. Oh.
See?
Oh, how neat.
Oh, wow. Now look at that.
So that's
Oh my goodness.
So that's what Guinness looks like when you pour it off of draft. It settles like that. So you got to let it kind of sit there for a second, let it
Okay.
settle. And now it looks really similar
pretty
to
cool.
the extra stout. If you look at the color and
Now, was this the way that we poured it that made the difference in it?
yeah,
Or-
sometimes the widget just might have not
I
activated
was
fully
kind
or
of
something.
shaking a little bit on
Yeah.
mine, so maybe.
You damaged it.
I may have damaged it. Okay.
So as it settles, it creates the head on there. You'll notice this one has like a thicker, kind of creamier head.
Right.
And you might get a little beer mustache, but
Okay. Okay. Are we toasting and drinking? Mm-hmm. All right. Here
so
we go.
this one is. I think you're gonna like this one.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's really smooth.
Look at this cream.
Yeah,
it's almost like cream.
Yeah, the head has a nice creamy head. That's
Well,
what
let
a
me
lot
ask
of
you
people
something.
really
Could I
like
put-
about this one.
I think I could put like one of these. I know you brought this Ryan's. Is this one that we could mix with this?
Yeah, we're gonna do an Irish drop shot. So that's our next one.
Okay. I like that a lot.
So
You might have made me a darker beer drinker now. I'm
Yeah.
preparing for my trip, Connor, when we get
Of course,
together at
yes.
Guinness.
That's all you're
So
drinking.
exciting.
the deal with this one, it's only 4.2% alcohol, so it's not that strong. A lot of
Okay.
people think Guinness, because it's dark, is really strong.
Right.
But it's not, and it's also lower in calories. So these are 125 calories,
Okay.
which is not much more than some light
Some
beers.
of the lighter beers.
So
And
it's
I can't not mention Voodoo Ranger.
oh,
And you have it
because
on
of
your
my
hat. You know
That's why I
it's
wanted to
my
wear the hat.
favorite. If you haven't seen Voodoo Ranger, check it out also because their marketing and their packaging and the Voodoo Ranger guy, like he's my favorite too.
Yeah,
But okay,
we
enough
do
about
love the
him.
Voodoo Ranger guy.
I do love Voodoo Ranger. Okay.
So this is like Guinness's flagship beer. This is what you find on draft everywhere. That
Mm-hmm. Okay.
it has to be powered with nitrogen, but these cans to me are the best way to drink this. They do have bottles. They do have 6-pack bottles, but they don't
Right.
have the widget in them.
Okay.
So
That's
to
good
me
to know.
these are better.
All right. So let's do a drop shot.
Yep. So
And will we use this
well,
to do it with, or will we use
we'll
the
use
extra
another
stout?
one. That's why I brought it. No, we'll use this one. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
But what we'll do is get those glasses,
Okay.
and what we're gonna do. Here we go.
Here we go.
So we're just gonna do a little
So
bit.
turn
in
the
the
glass sideways
Yeah.
a little bit.
And we're just gonna
Put a
do
small
little bit
amount
at the
in.
bottom.
Okay. Oh, and that's definitely doing
We're gonna.
the creamy.
So
Isn't that-
pretty.
It is pretty. I had no idea.
I didn't either.
Look at it. Hey, it's pretty.
Thank you
It's
for
pretty cool.
educating us.
I think it's pretty cool.
It is cool. Okay.
So what we're gonna do? These little shots. We're using any Irish whiskey. We're using Jameson, and
Okay.
we're doing some Irish cream. We're doing Ryan's.
Which hit a couple of other distributors. So you're welcome.
So this shot, you have to pour it pretty quickly.
Okay.
It will curdle the Irish cream if you don't drop it.
Okay.
So what we're gonna
he's
do? I'm gonna make these.
poured the Bailey's, Ryan's, Five Farms,
whatever Irish cream.
whatever Irish creamer we have. Okay.
And then you do about half Bailey's or half Irish cream, half Irish whiskey.
Okay. And we used Ryan's today. You could use Bailey's. You could use Five Farms. You could use any.
Carolyn's, whatever.
Carolyn.
Yeah,
Brendan's.
Carolyn's. We have all of that
St.
Belgian wine and
Brendan's.
spirits. So, and then you poured in the Jameson.
And then before we're gonna drop it in here.
What?
And we're gonna chug
Okay,
it.
go.
Okay, watch. Just gonna set it in there.
Oh,
chug it.
seriously. Okay, all right. We are going to chug this and see what we think, and then don't leave us. We're coming back shortly
better
because
chug it.
I'm going to have this beer. I've got to chug this now. So you come back and join us. We'll be back in just a few minutes with Martha's Kitchen and Crock Pot Creations. Welcome back. Thank you so much because we have the best time on this show. We hope you are too. So I finished with that drop shot with JD, and that was pretty cool. So we are transitioning, but before we do, I want to let you know, if you go on to like Guinness.com or look up recipes, chocolate cake, there's a lot of different things, and we do have a special guest here, Martha, and she cooks with a lot of different things, so she'll tell us a little bit more about that as well. But be sure and check that out. And I didn't think I would like a darker beer. It was really toasty, yummy, tasty. It had that roasted, like he talked about, with the chocolate notes and everything, and I've always shied away from that. I'm not a huge beer drinker anyway, but I definitely think I would add that. And cheers to all of us this morning.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Because we, in celebration of St. Patty's Day and just March in general, are having some Irish coffee. And with that, Jenny, what did we bring from Bella Vista Wine and Spirits today?
So I brought the 5 Farms, and I got the coffee from Java Dudes.
Okay. Java Dudes. I like Java Dudes.
I love Java Dudes. If somebody's wanting to meet for coffee, it's a great spot.
Where did you go? Where is it located?
Fat Tire. They're in Bella Vista, right across from Bella Vista Wine and Spirits.
Yeah.
They have a nice seating area out back. It's just beautiful, peaceful.
If you haven't been into the new Fat Tire, the skyscraper, as I like to call it, of Bella Vista, it's right across, where we have Bella Vista Wine and Spirits in Cunningham Corner, and then Fat Tire's across the street. And Java Dudes, they have a coffee shop in there. So it's my favorite place. When I take Gibson for a walk, we go in there, and they love letting Gibson come in. By the way, Gibson turned 2 yesterday, I have to say.
Happy birthday,
I know. I'm pretty obsessed with Gibson. He's my miniature schnauzer, for those of you who haven't tuned in before, and I'm a little bit obsessed with him. But anyway, Java Dudes is great, and so many different varieties. You got black coffee.
I did.
And then we just mixed it with some 5 Farms.
Correct.
And earlier we used Ryan's and different things, so that was great too. So, and then we brought a few other things from the store. Being a green person too, and I didn't do this on purpose, but back in college, I had a Maduri sour and fell in love with just the taste. So if you haven't tried Maduri before, add that to your list. This is on the rocks, like truly, it's ready to go.
Ready to drink, and we have it chilled
at the store.
Ready to go.
So, it is St. Patrick's Day. It's the month of all things green, and so just have fun. I mean, whether it's with Guinness or Maduri or your Irish coffee in the morning. I mean, March is a fun month, people.
Irish gin.
Gin and tonics. Again, I love this month so much. Yep, I'm obsessed with it. So anyway, we just want you to do that. And Jenny, you brought the coolest. Is it a painting?
It is a painting. This is from Mary Talbert. She turned 100 years old, February 18th.
That's right. Now, there was a celebration for her,
Yes,
I believe.
ma'am.
And she is affiliated with Hallmark a little bit. How did that work?
She was one of the original illustrators for Hall Brothers before it was ever Hallmark.
Okay, so Hall Brothers, then Hallmark, and she lives in the area.
She lives in Westfort. She still drives. Her art is on display at the Medium in Springdale.
Off of Emma Street. That used to be Art Center of the Ozarks, I think?
It did.
Okay.
So her art will be on display until March 9th and can still be purchased.
So we need to get there soon, March 9th.
Yes.
And is it free to just go in and look at her art?
It is free to go in,
Okay.
and it's beautiful. Through her art sales, she was able to get her car fixed because, yes, she still drives. She still lives on her own. She was able to buy a new chair.
What?
She hasn't had any new furniture in over 50 years.
Very conservative.
Very. And doesn't want to ask for help.
Wow.
So during this last cold snap, her pipes actually froze and busted.
Wow.
And so through her art sales, she was able to get a plumber and get that repaired.
So if we were to go to the Medium, and I want to say great things about downtown Springdale. If you haven't been there in a while, check it out. Some great restaurant shopping, that whole revitalization of downtown Springdale is going on. So check that out. Go to the Medium. Can we purchase her artwork there?
Yes.
Okay, maybe on my bucket list today. I love it. Okay. Well, speaking of chickens and roosters in a way, these are two of my favorite people in the whole world, Jenny and Martha. They really are.
Thank you.
And we're great friends with Martha and her husband Chris, and Chris has chickens, and so we get fresh eggs from there. So everything really that Martha is doing, and I'm so proud of you, Martha's Creations, like Crock Pot Creations, Martha's Kitchen, it truly is Martha's Kitchen. So let me just tell you, when we get together, Martha's in charge of pretty much all the cooking, but I've learned so much from you and from you, Jenny, because you both, like, you have your food truck, the Dutch oven on wheels. Martha just cooks. She enjoys it. She loves it. And so I love that I'm around these people who just do these incredible things, and they're delicious, but everything is like that farm to table.
Yeah.
With what you have going on. So when Jenny said, okay, I want to show this, I was like, oh my goodness, that's a perfect transition to Martha and Martha's Kitchen, because really that's a great thing about your product too, is it can be on the shelf, we can take it, and for me, your best little buddy who needs easy, quick meals, did you create this for me?
Absolutely, absolutely.
I mean, it's like Stephanie needs help, and
Oh, the chocolate gravy.
okay, I just have to show this. Can you see this chocolate gravy recipe here? So Martha's also really sweet, because occasionally she'll be like, well, Stephanie, what would you want? Okay, I love chocolate gravy. And look, this is chocolate gravy ready to go. And I could talk about that a long time. And here's the biscuits to go with it as well. So I can have chocolate gravy and biscuits in an instant. It's that easy. And I love these Mylar bags that you have. It keeps everything really sealed and can last and fresh, exactly. So, but I know we're not having chocolate gravy today. It's okay, but we're having something else that's also delicious.
Yes.
Tell us what you have for us today.
Well, today we are having green chili enchilada soup. It is one that can just be put in the crock pot. Very quick and easy. All on the front, it'll tell you the things you need, and some chicken breast and green chili enchilada sauce, and an 8-ounce cream cheese is all the ingredients that are needed. Everything else is in the packet that you need. In a few minutes, Stephanie's actually going to show
Do you think
you
I
how to
could
make
do
it.
that?
You could do it. The ingredients are all there, and yes, it's really, really easy. The directions are on the back, but if you need a little bit more, guess what? What sets apart Martha's Kitchen from a lot of the other prepackaged things is I have a QR code right here that the consumer can,
Wow.
go to that QR code, and it will take them to a link that shows picture, directions, hints. Like you might try this with something else, anything like that that would just really, really help someone
fantastic.
that goes through step by step and pictures, and just to see, like, oh, okay, she did this first. Oh, okay, this is what this should look like. So it is pretty handy.
And I
That is
want
fantastic.
to add and brag on that. So another good friend of ours, and her name is Lisa Slater. She could not be here with us today, but we hang out quite a bit and do things. And so Martha really wants this to be perfect and fresh and amazing, as we all do with the business. But she said, okay, girls, come over. Let's make these recipes. I want you to try them out. I want you to walk through. I want you to tell me what it needs, doesn't need. So for there to be a QR code also, and, for me to be able to watch that, okay, let's say the directions. Sometimes we read those and we're like, I'm not sure exactly on this. Right. And so you can watch it step by step. But what I love is truly the directions are on the back of the bag. And all I have to do is follow that, which is really good for me. But then on the front of it, it also says you need this, this, and this. And so I don't think it could be any easier. And I also saw her dehydrators going at her house.
Yes.
So there's fresh ingredients in these bags. They've just been dehydrated.
That's wonderful.
I'm really, really proud of you. Most of them are gluten-free, which I'm also supposed to be kind of gluten-free, gluten intolerant. And so I love that as well.
Yeah. And today's recipe is a gluten-free recipe, the green chili enchilada soup, and we're going to have some of that a little bit. Do you want to?
Jenny, let's do it. Let's see if we can do this.
I mean, the
We got
ingredients are right there, and
Okay.
it's ready for you. And we have
All
a
right.
crock pot, and so we want to be able to show everybody how to do this very
Okay,
quickly.
here we
Okay.
go. We're going to go
So-
over here.
I'll grab this.
There's one right here.
Okay.
Handy dandy there for you to use.
All right, I know we can do this.
Nice and handy.
And feel the Mylar bag. In a
I
way.
love it.
Yeah, I mean, and I like that it's dark, that you can't see through everything. I think the freshness, we looked
Keeps
it up,
it fresh.
lasts a really long time. I can see this being a great gift for people. And,
too.
Just because people are busy these days, and they need something fast and easy.
Right.
Okay, Jenny, what do we do first?
Okay, it says we're going to need the chicken breast,
Okay.
which we've got. We've got the can of green chilies. We've got the cream cheese.
So pour all these in. I don't need a
Step
cube or
one.
anything.
Step 1, put in the chicken.
Okay.
Empty contents of the green chili chicken
How much
soup
chicken would you say you
packet.
had in there? What did it say?
That was
3 to 4.
That was probably 4 chicken breasts.
Okay,
right
so
there.
4 chicken breasts.
That was some Tyson ice glazed chicken, and so.
So frozen.
you know, yeah,
It's pretty
right.
much frozen.
It's
That's in there. Okay, easy.
Empty the contents of this bag.
Okay. Which is completely sealed up very nicely. I probably didn't rip that down low enough. Okay, I'm getting it. All right. And again, I like to smell things.
I do too.
Oh, wow. The seasonings in here smell fantastic. So pour this
Beautiful.
over.
Pour that over.
Okay, and it already has the beans, the dehydrated corn, celery, and it tells you everything that's in it as well.
No celery.
Yeah.
chives.
Oh, chives. No celery. Sorry. Sorry, green. Should probably put on my glasses for that.
You're all right.
Okay, and then next,
Empty the contents of the soup. Add 7-ounce can of green chilies.
okay,
there
so
you
we're
go.
going to put the green chilies in.
And that
And
is
I think
enchilada,
it's
or
on
green chili
our
enchilada sauce.
screen. It's that green chili enchilada sauce that we have. And so you can use Great Value. You can use whatever you find. Okay, and I've just kind of poured that all over so it's mixed in pretty well. Okay,
Add in the cream cheese.
1 packet of cream cheese.
1 packet of cream
Yum,
cheese.
which, who doesn't love cream cheese? Okay. Come on, cream cheese.
There
We've
we
got
go.
This. Perfect.
And cook on low for 7 to 8 hours, or on high for 5 to 6.
We
Wow.
got 6 cups of water in there too.
Okay, so we're going to pour
I
in
skipped a step. I'm sorry.
6 cups of water. And we already have, that was 2. And then this is also,
Each one of those is 2
okay.
already.
All right.
Okay.
Takes a village. And then would we mix this up? Or
You can if you want to, but you don't have to right now. You just want to make sure your beans are in there good. And,
Okay.
But 6 cups of water, it should be doing just fine.
okay.
So
And what I love about this is, so, working at the store, being
take
very busy
this.
schedules, you can take it wherever you go, and it can be cooking, or you could leave it at home, and it gives you, turn it on low, turn it on high, depending on when you need to eat. So now we have this ready to go, and Martha was so sweet. She said, Stephanie, you can take this home and have it for dinner tonight. So I'm very excited, but let's try it.
okay. So this is a pot I actually put on last night.
Okay.
You will shred the chicken before you serve it, so I shredded that chicken this morning.
So it will cook, and then you just kind of shred it and tear it apart, and then it's all ready to go.
Doesn't that look amazing?
Amazing.
And
There are napkins, Jenny, if
we
you need
have
one.
some cilantro. Now, I don't know if you're a cilantro person.
like
I'm a
cilantro.
cilantro person. You have to
I
have
like
cilantro on this if you ask me, a little fresh cilantro. And I fried these up this morning. This is some corn tortillas. Just sliced them, pan fried them, and we have some tahini on top.
Okay. Jenny, try that and tell us what you think.
Okay.
Just, you pick those off. Wow, and it looks good too. So you could buy things, I'm sure, and sprinkle on it as well. But, so where can they find these, Martha?
410 Vintage Market in Fayetteville. I also have my website online.
my
and
word.
You can order
So good.
this. And from my website, it is Martha.
Oh, my.
My website is
Martha.
Martha's Kitchen 9@godaddy.com. And the website should be listed there for you.
Right.
You can order them online. Also, they're at Junkies in Van Buren. And I'm looking for more vendors who would like to carry Martha's Kitchen products in their booths or their stores.
Yeah. So 410 Vintage is in Fayetteville.
Yes.
So you can get them there. You can get them in Van Buren. You can order them online.
Fantastic.
And it's delicious.
It is so
And it's quick
delicious.
and easy. I'm going to have dinner tonight.
Yes.
Martha, thank you for being on here.
Yeah.
Jenny, always a pleasure for us to host this show
you.
together. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody.
Yes.
We're super glad that you're here with us. We love this show. And now we're going to sit and eat. We've already been drinking, and now we're eating. And here's some Irish coffee, and cheers to everyone.
Cheers.
All right, glad we could be together today. Join us next month for another amazing show. We'll see you soon.